Yeah. Okay.
If so, you're led onto the grounds of the circus, which you see a lot of footprints, like a lot of foot traffic came through here. But other than that, there's not much here. Except a lot of guards in front of one of the tents.
Hazard walks up to one of the guards and says, "Greetings, we were sent here by the investigator to see if more information could be found. Please let us pass and spread the word."
The guard gives you a confused look until another one of the guards gives him a nod that says, You may pass.
Thank you. There's a question of a steel lizard. Where is the whereabouts of that, please?
The steel lizard.
It should be like the only one of its kind here.
Oh yes, that one. We put that in the pen near near the big tent.
Selena, would you happen to know exactly where this pen is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she does know.
Yep.
Can you please
Yep.
leave me before
Yep,
one of these
and
guards are going to be emotionally wounded?
yep, and I'm sure the at least one guard will be escorting us to where that place is.
Yep. And as of right now, we're gonna be doing more theater of the mind.
Mm-hmm.
But Donnie, you stay here. Work with these people to find any further clues, any blind spots that some of these guards may have missed, or any other nooks and crannies that a bandit was trying to sneak through. You know the shorty squad. You know the short races have a better chance of looking close to the ground than anybody else.
I'm gonna help him with that. Is that survival or investigation?
Investigation.
Okay.
Meanwhile, while Amy is going with Selena to get her baby. Because these guards are stupid putting a piece of machinery with actual animals.
They probably thought it was an animal.
It's
Although
not!
I passed. Never mind.
So yeah, I'm helping.
Aye.
Oof. Well, let's see if I can do any better. Oh, nice.
Halgan pipes up.
Oh, can I cast guidance on him to help? Is that? Hang on, let me look. Let's see.
It's a
Guidance
little late
is
right
an
now.
additional D4.
Yep.
Okay.
As I was saying.
But you can actually cast it on Halgan if he's gonna try and roll it too.
Good point. It's just sorry, I keep forgetting I have this spell. There you go.
Halgan pipes up. Huh. This place cleared up faster than a restaurant with a case of food poisoning.
Yeah,
Well, that was a case of
understandable, but-
poisoning.
beat me by 1 second. Hmm. So yeah, I'm casting guidance on Algan. Is that how you pronounce your name?
Halgan, yes.
Thank you. Casting guidance on you since I was too late to get it for Donnie.
Alright.
Because I keep forgetting I have that spell. So.
As well. Rolling.
What?
Oof. Dang. Oh,
Yeah.
Dragon's character got a really good roll.
Yeah. So far with Hagen and Donnie, they're looking around and then they're going, "Oh, that's a pretty color. Oh, that's a pretty color."
Ooh, shiny.
Halgan's skills are more for finding food out in the wilderness.
So he gets distracted by an edible mushroom or something.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Donnie's more worried about. Yeah, that would be distracting.
Yeah. Saris. You and Solhazer, you kind of think that looking outside the tent is probably a good start, since there's got to be some way that these people snuck in. And you do find like a number of footprints, going around the circus, but you have a little trouble distinguishing which one was a guard, which one was part of the audience, and who was abandoned. However, Solhazer, you find what looks to be a set of footprints leading to what looks to be wood planks leaned to the tent.
So he would carefully inspect the wood planks and how they're arranged, and then he'll look at the accompanying guard and say, "Why was this ever noticed? This is not normally something put on a tent."
It's just wood planks leaning to a tent. Most
So
carpenter projects
he'll-
would have extra material lying around.
he'll remove the planks and see what's behind them.
You move the planks and you see what looks to be an intact circus tent. However, upon closer inspection, you see that part of the circus tent was freshly sewn back together.
It looks somebody cut or ripped it and then tried to repair it in a hurry.
Exactly.
So
Any way we can tell how recent the repair job was?
That would be a very high investigation roll.
Probably
So
won't get
he
it.
would he marks the location.
Yep. I got it.
Oh,
Okay, wow, I legitimately thought I wouldn't get that roll. Okay then.
Okay, yes. So this you can tell by the age of the thread and the marks of the mud and the dirt that got on the tent that this hole was made about a week ago.
So, okay. just, wow. Wow. I was just rolling for kicks. I didn't actually expect to get anything. Case in point, that's why you inspect everything, says Donnie. So, yeah, she looks at it and this was made a week ago.
Which means that they infiltrated well before the actual planned event. And if I remember correctly, they were wearing disguises so that they could easily
disguised as the knife throwers.
they could blend in with the rest of the troop without raising suspicion.
Still, wouldn't hurt to double check. Ask the circus troupe if maybe none of them accidentally poked a hole in the tent or something like that. That way we'll know for sure it was the bad guys.
Very well.
Okay, and I think in that meantime, we're gonna cut to Amelia and Selena as they walk inside the tent, and Selena takes Amelia to where the animals are kept, and Amelia, you see a wide variety of animals, from a pink fluffy cat with purple polka dots to looks to be a sort of giant weasel. And in one cage you do see your steel defender, as well as a guard and a purple tiefling male.
Oh, there you are, Esma.
Huh? I know that devilish voice anywhere. Selena! Oh. He goes and hugs and kisses both your cheeks. Oh, they didn't rough you up too badly. They still got that perkiness personality of yours.
Dang it, Esma. You can't stop treating me like a kid. I'm 19. I'm going to be 20 soon.
Do you know how old I am, Missy? Human years are like dog years for us.
Preaching to the choir
When
on
I'm
that
understanding, I thought Tieflings only lived 40 years longer
I'm
than...
kidding. I know this is a tense time, sweetie, but you need to learn to take a joke.
And who am I to talk? Aren't half elves live that long as well?
Every 2 to 3 generations, maybe.
That shows how much I know.
And who is this pretty little lady?
I believe her name is Amelia, and she is quite perturbed that her what she calls a steel defender was taken in with the actual animals.
Oh, this is yours.
Yes. May I please have her back?
Talk to the guard, not me. I'm trying my best to try to feed him. And he opens his bag, and you see like what looks to be like nuts and bolts. We try giving him real food, but he wouldn't take it.
A, because you guys keep misgendering her. Raishan is a draconic female name. I got it based off the story of an old adventuring group that took on a pack of dragons by their own. And one of the dragons was named Raishan.
A, I didn't
Hey.
know. B, I would like to read that story. And C, he kind of leans to Selena. Thank God that's her real name instead of Big Bolts as we're starting to call him.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.
But with all of that being said, my kind, noble corporal, if I'm getting that rank correctly, if I am not, please tell me the correct rank before I say the next thing. And I am talking to the guard.
There's no two ways about it. He looks down at you.
But am I giving you the correct rank or am I giving you the incorrect rank? Am I promoting you or demoting you when I say corporal?
What do you want?
So I pretty much have the right rank. Anyway, what I would like is my beloved steel defender Raishan out of that cage within the next 5 seconds, because the other guards are well aware of my tongue and my temper every time my steel defender is not at my side. Especially since you and your battalion brought her inside a cage, even though she is a mechanical wonder, and put her with a group of animals just because of how she is designed. So could you kindly unlock the cage so that way she can come down to my side? Or would you like me to emotionally eviscerate you until she can get out of there? Either way, it's up to you.
Make either a persuasion or intimidation roll.
Okay, then. Also,
Yeah.
oh, wow. So the
Persuasion was the please. Intimidation was the emotional evisceration. I went with the persuasion with the please.
So yeah, this tall baby guard is knows that you're being serious and goes and unlocks the gate. Raishan instantly rushes to you and nuzzles you.
Good girl, good girl. Now, did they scrape you? Did they buff? Did they dent you? Did they dink you? Do you have any dents? Do I need to eviscerate a guard or two with acid blast? Because I will.
If you do that, please, not with all the other animals present. Do it out there, please.
I treat my ancestry with respect, especially the Fey ancestry part. We treat all animals like they are family. However, idiots, on the other hand, we treat them very differently. We treat them at target practice.
God,
Make sure you're not either one.
God, you sound like my wife.
Oh,
Was
so
that
she's a
the-
smart
was-
woman.
Was that the guard or the tiefling?
That was Esma. By the way, speaking of whom, how is Listera doing?
She's doing fine, all things considered. We all are. Though we are getting really, really, really bored. We've been sort of confined to our bedrooms and the kitchen area, and if we need to move anywhere else around the circus, we had to have a guard escort us. I came here
In any case,
to take care of the animals.
yeah. But in any case, there was something that was brought up that concerned me. You know how those bandits snuck in yesterday.
I've only seen like the bare minute of it. I just seen the audience run out of the tent like in a panic.
Well, from what the Inquisitor told us, it might have been what they call an inside job. Someone must have snuck in beforehand and got a hold of Pilo's father and Chin and took their places.
What? Who would
I don't
do
know.
such a
Maybe
horrid, stupid thing? Like, why would they do this? Why?
Well, apparently that you because they were after somebody that was in the audience, and right now we're trying to help protect them.
Someone wanted to hurt an audience member? Don't they have no class? Why ruin everyone else's good time just to take down whoever it is they're trying to take down?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell them.
And she had a room full of crickets after she made that declaration.
Maybe I just get too emotional about that sort of thing. We all do, don't we, Esma?
We're circus members. In our own respects, we're all of us are drama kings and queens.
Long may us reign.
I miss you little pepper.
So, no possible, clues on how we could snuff them out?
Unfortunately, I would not have
sniff
an
'em
answer. Unfortunately, I would not have an answer since my act has mostly been outside the tent. I'll have to ask the people who worked on the inside, especially those who have seen Pylos and the ladies last.
Well, I guess that's our next stop. But before we move on to that, I did want to bring up. I actually gave my. You know how you've been teaching me how to do fortune telling? I gave it a shot myself.
And I wasn't there to see it. Oh, how can you rude me so much?
I'm not trying to, but I will admit it didn't.
I'm kidding.
Interpreting it caught me off guard.
I'm
Yes.
joking.
But it still makes me think about the reading you gave me. I still can't understand it.
None of us understand our readings once we receive them. We just let time and fate do its course.
Maybe so, but could it also be connected to that word that's stuck? There might be a connection to it.
We can figure that out another day. Right now, if you're here to help solve this thing, please do, so we can all get back to work and not be bored.
Fair enough. Amelia, do you think we can try to get back to the, maybe get to the main tent and talk to some of the performers that were at the show?
Now that sounds like a good idea to me.
So, DM question, just so I have things straight in my head.
Yes?
The animal tent is not where the hole was found. That was in the other tent, yes?
Right.
Yeah, the hole is found in the main tent. They
Okay,
just
the
went
big top.
to like a small animal tent that has been mostly used for like a sort of petting zoo kind of idea.
Lucky Saurus wasn't there. She'd be trying to pet everything.
Pet everything.
Anywho, yeah, I just wanted to clarify which tent had the hole in it. Okay.
Main.
Thank you.
It was at the main tent where the hole was, and Amelia and Selena are coming back to the main tent with Raishan in hand.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Cactus.
I'm glad we're making you laugh.
Yeah. Yep. And so the big tent, with Selena's knowledge, is a little different. You have a couple of points inside the main tent. One is the big performance area. The stuff behind the curtains of the performance area is more the backstage area where you have your costume changes, your makeup, as well as a bit of a practice area for people to get warmed up and stretched before doing their acts. And then you also have next to that kitchen and eating area, the lounge, and then a stairway that goes upstairs to not only go to an area where you can fix lights and sound and all that, but go up to a third level and you get all the bedrooms.
It's a multi-story tent. Nice. Also, Zorhazar is pacing from the hole in the tent to the entrance, and then working his way around to that spot on the inside to see which area it's closest to.
For that you need to roll investigation again, because once you go inside the tent, it's bigger on the inside. So it'll take a while for you to find the spot that has those stitches in.
Can I try and help him with that?
You can roll investigation of your own.
Are you remembering something? Is there like I'm vaguely remembering an optional, a rule that lets you give somebody else advantage by helping them.
And unfortunately, Zohar has already rolled.
Oh, okay. I was misunderstanding how that works then. Let's see how. Oh.
Yeah.
No, my luck was gonna run out sometime.
You're distracted by the giant plants that are inside the main tent, the main performance area.
They have giant plants. Yeah, that would distract her too.
Yeah, they have like giant trees and flowers to kind of give the illusion that the performers are up in the air and sky. Because the main theme of the Starlight Review is like paradise in heaven.
Neat. But, so yeah, she runs over to look at the flora.
Yep.
And
I'm sorry, I meant like birds of paradise, not paradise.
I get it. Donnie's still worried about the Rashan.
And
Am I right
Donnie and Hagen can roll too, and I will roll for the other two.
Yeah, mark it.
All right.
Oh, don't
Guidance
count
is off.
the guidance.
Yeah, guidance is off, but that's a 10.
Yeah. Forgot Alakar had it on advantage. I'll still take the first number.
He never did turn that off, did he?
No, he didn't.
Can you do that for him since you're
Yep.
on his character sheet?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Now, though it's a lot harder on the inside to find the hole than on the outside. You can, with the investigation rules, you can definitely rule out a number of places. You can rule out the main performance area because you can't really find anything. You can, and you can rule out the kitchen area.
Well, that's good, at least. Hmm. Maybe when the others get back to the main tent, we'll be able to find it faster since they actually know their way around the tent.
And kind of speaking of the devil, Selena and Amelia and Esma appears with a couple guards and Raishon.
The joke works double because one of them's a tiefling.
I was wondering if you caught that.
Yep.
Yep.
She's fine. She's fine. Couple of mud spots here and there, but at least one of the circus, at least one of the people that are here for the circus, we're making sure that she's well fed, and she didn't have any bumps or bruises. As for the guards putting her there, she just looks at them. Will be a story for another time. But what all did you guys find while Selena and I were just trying to get her?
Yep.
We found a cut in the outer circus, a large tent covered over by boards leaning against the side, which somehow didn't raise suspicion for anyone for apparently a week. Not
What?
sure how that happened. Cyrus says that the stitching is a week old, so they infiltrated a week before, about a week before they made their attempt on the noble.
So, minor question about those plants you mentioned that she's distracted by. Are they like in big pots, or are they planted directly into the dirt?
In a way, they're. You could.
I'm just asking out of curiosity.
They are planted, but the pots are actually hidden in the dirt, so it will look more like they were planted right there. But really, people could just pop them up if they need to. But they are very, very big. Like
Yeah, so yeah, she's currently still distracted, just marveling at how big the plants are.
If you'll indulge me for one moment.
Uh-huh.
Go right ahead.
There are the plants right here.
And if you want a size comparison via anime, for whenever this episode does come out on YouTube, to the viewers or players of Danganronpa, if you remember the final trial, it's basically just like the giant lily inside the botanical garden, where it's basically the size of a freaking beach umbrella.
Ooh. Just so like one of the flowers is the size of a beach umbrella. That's big.
Yep.
Oh, the fact that we're trying to do an investigation, all that, and all of a sudden we're distracted by plants.
Again, Dr. Rampa.
So, does anybody notice that she's too distracted by the plants to be helping right now?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hazard, comes over and literally, picks up Cyrus.
Picks her up and carries her back to the group. Aww.
Look, Saris, I know how enthralling the circus might be, but we need to. Even I know that we need to focus.
Right. Sorry. Just be glad this didn't happen near the circus animals. Yes, I can hear them, and I am resisting a very strong urge to go and pet them right now.
You
So,
seem to have a fun-track mind, don't you?
perhaps-
Yeah, I get that a lot.
So perhaps someone that is from the circus can better help me find the entrance that was cut into the tent. I'm pretty certain that it's not out here, so it's going to be in one of the back areas. I don't think it would be in the kitchen, in the fact that that's usually a central area, regularly frequented. So, could you escort us and help me find the inside of that cut?
Yeah, the fact that it was there for an entire week was very surprising, so I just wanted to double check that none of your circus crew accidentally ripped it or something and did a repair job. At least within the past week.
Hmm.
I assume that anyone that would have done a repair job on a tear that was done by accident would not have looked as hastily done.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That was a very sloppy job. These people would
So
take more pride in their work.
they had other priorities.
Yeah,
They these
that's a good point.
bandits are actually kind of build a reputation upon accomplishing nefarious deeds. So them being discovered long after the event actually helps increase their reputation in certain ways.
True. And
So,
these people at the circus, they'd
ta-
take more care with their tent than that.
Yes, they take pride in what they do and what they have. So they would take the time to fully repair any rips or tears that had happened by accident.
so you think them kidnapping me would just be a boost of reputation?
Not
Well,
well, partly, but I think it was more along the lines of somebody that is either very well connected or rich enough on their own, has hired them to hit you as quickly as possible.
There was enough gold offered, they were willing to die for it. One of them even said so. Ironically, I think that was the one we kept alive.
It's also possible that the employer does not wish you to reach your destination.
But even then, if that is the case, then they could have just killed me right out on the spot. Why poison me and
You-
want me alive?
You're still a noble, and therefore can be ransomed. And I'm sure that there are other nobles that would be willing to pay a ransom back where they would send you.
Hey, do we have a list somewhere in here with the party members' names in it? Because I'm still trying to remember them. I don't quite have them all memorized yet.
Journal.
Thank you.
Journal.
Thank you.
The
There
only
they
ones you don't have are the noble and the Goliath yet.
are. Okay.
And Halgan's not in the journal either
Oh no, he's
for some
not.
reason.
Oh,
No, that's weird.
is he in there now?
Not yet.
Nope,
Hang on, maybe
not
I
visible.
maybe I need to refresh the page. Hang on.
Nope, that's all me. That's all me.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those you hit the button to show all
Yep.
players and it doesn't show all players.
Yep.
There it goes.
We see it.
There
Yep.
we go. Thank you.
Welcome.
So, yeah, turning towards Selena and
But yeah,
I'm
he
sorry,
would.
what was the
he would-
I'm sorry, what was the tiefling's name?
As well, Esma's not there anymore. He was escorted upstairs.
Ah, okay.
I guess he would be talking to Lena, or possibly escorting us to see if we can locate the other side of this tear.
Yep.
I'm just well, I'm sure you would know where it is. 'Cause, try to trace it to where it might be.
Without knowing exactly, knowing the motivations of the employer, starting a war is not impossible, but we don't have enough information to assume that.
After finding that rip on the inside of the tent, we tried. We got lost. Please help. It's a big tent.
And we're idiots.
Try to
Why didn't one of us stay outside where the tear is and just yell?
Seems like somebody read my mind before I could even say anything. Thank you.
So which one was saying that we're idiots bit?
Gabrielle did.
The noble.
Oh, okay.
So I
What?
would say, well, as a out of character suggestion, either Zorhazer or Saris, backtrack to the outside portion, and I guess-
Zorhazer will point out that his specialty is finding things. So him searching for the other side of the rip from the inside would be the most optimal. And if somebody
Yeah.
was someone on the outside
Yeah,
That
I'll go.
would- can call.
If I may interject, Halgan raises his hand.
Yes.
Would it not be more prudent to actually just cut open the tear?
That was what I was going. That was what I was considering. Just
I would rather not do any more damage to the circus tent than is absolutely
Didn't you already say it was
unavoidable.
shoddily repaired?
oh, most definitely, it needs fixing anyway.
Up,
Well,
Donnie's
I
gone.
do.
Oh, whoop.
Yep, he's gonna wait. Yep. Yep.
Okay, he's
so-
going to.
Yeah, I do have a spell that could help maybe fix up a little better.
I will be right back. My dog is barking for food.
Yep,
There
we
you
hear
Mhm.
Neptune. So with that, so with the having one person be outside at the actual tear, while the rest of us try to look inside, is becoming the active plan. Shall we actually try to look for it, or are we all just gonna stand around with our fingers up our bums?
So the question that I have to the DM is, do we have advantage because somebody is calling from the outside?
Absolutely.
All right. So perception for everyone.
Yep.
Okay. I can turn it off.
No,
Perception.
Halgan, roll
The
one
guy.
more time.
Oh,
Roll one
No,
more time without
yeah.
guidance.
Yep.
okay, so. And. Whoops.
I'll take the
No,
8.
don't count that 12. Yep. 12 doesn't count.
Okay, one more. This time I do have to turn on the advantage for him. Pretty much everyone over 15 can hear him.
Yeah, I was gonna also roll for Raishan, but nah, no need, because I'm the one actually trying to hear it.
Yep, everyone over 15 can hear him yelling, and you rush over to him to the backstage training area, and you see these line of wardrobe cases that Selena, you would know that that the circus would put their everyday clothes in there before changing into their circus performance outfits.
Okay, then. Maybe, is there anyone else present there?
And it's just you guys and 4 guards.
All right. So, guess, look around and see if we can find anything suspicious. Investigation?
Yep.
Oh, good. Don't worry, I got an intelligence of 8. I know what I'm doing.
Yep. Selena? I was about to
Yep.
say, Selena, you definitely get advantage because you know this area.
All right, next one. Yeah, never mind.
Before Amelia starts investigating, she's going to instruct Raishan to go grab Donovan around the tent, not through the rip.
And since she couldn't
But-
find anything, would it be okay if Delia casts mending on the rip just to
Well, here's the thing,
make the
guys.
repair?
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
You guys find the wardrobes. You don't find a rip.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, never mind about the rip.
Investigation, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Margaret. Oh, wait. I have this spell too, but I'm gonna wait until Donnie gets in here so that way he can help as an extra pair of eyes.
Anyone else want to roll investigation? Alright. Uh, Zorhazer, as you yell in frustration of what's going on, you bang your fist next to the wardrobe closest to you, and you hear a click.
What did you just do?
Will the Zorhazer will immediately inspect that is to figure out why did it click.
You look around the wardrobe and can't really see anything. However, you open the wardrobe and you see the back of the wardrobe has opened up, revealing the tear on the tent.
So, Selena, is this something that you would normally have an open backed dressing?
So I guess this was the other side. No one. No. So that's what you found outside, wasn't it?
Yes. Now, in order for this to line up, there's only two options. Either one, somebody made this alteration to this wardrobe and then cut the hole. Or two, someone made the cut when there wasn't anything blocking the area and then placed this wardrobe and modified it
Huh.
afterwards.
Oh, the Inquisitor must have been right. It wasn't. It could have been an inside job.
It would have been a lot more likely to be noticed if there was wardrobes being modified and moved around after infiltration. I am suspecting that the investigator is correct, that there might have been somebody that was persuaded to cooperate. And I
Huh.
do mean in the not polite way.
Oh,
In other words, they were coerced.
Yes. Either themselves or a family, someone that they cared about, was threatened.
hey,
do
don't look
this
at
little-
me. Yeah, yeah. Hey, responding to Donovan's accusation.
Remember, she's just as clueless as us when it comes down to this information. We just found out about this. We just found out about this terror, and this is just a theory, brother. There's no need to throw wild accusations anywhere. You know what happens when you assume, correct?
Indeed. You
Or
often
do I need
risk.
to of a certain
often-
family member?
You jump to conclusions. You either hurt an innocent, or you just be on a wild goose chase.
Now, as of acting differently throughout the week, that is a valid question. And the only person here that could answer it is you, Selena.
assuming that she would have noticed the behavior of the knife throwing group, because since they were not really associated with her act. Remember that the performers have their daily routines. Unless there is some reason to be suspicious, you normally aren't.
But as of right now, actually, that is a valid idea. What if it wasn't just the knife throwers? It could have been an acrobat. It could have been the ringleader. It could have been somebody else.
So what was that about a wardrobe? I came back just heard the tail end of that.
You know
Basically,
the
it was it was basically the other side of the rip.
Yep, it
Oh,
was
okay.
hiding the rip. But do you remember
Oh.
those little boxes magicians would use for a disappearing act?
Yep.
The wardrobe is kind of like that,
Oh,
where it
okay.
has an open front and a back, where it has the front and back that can open.
Makes sense. Alrighty. I'll take
Not
that.
really an apology noting, but it is a theory that can be backed up with just a simple answer. If anybody in particular was acting weird, who exactly would you recommend? Personally, for me, I would say the ringmaster, since they're in charge of everything and they're the easiest to coerce if, say, one act in particular, cough cough, the knife throwers, are in danger. And who left?
Dragon did. His computer froze.
No!
No.
Yeah. He was getting
So,
into the role play too.
So, would Selena recall any other odd behavior over the last week?
Make
And that was a
history-
technical difficulty for today.
make a history check with advantage.
Okay. Boy, I'm making some a lot of intelligence-based checks this session.
Hold up, before you start rolling. Never mind.
I got.
Because I was going to
Too
cast
late.
guidance before you started rolling, but never mind. That was a good roll.
Oh, you have
Yep.
guidance too? Nice.
Artificers can cast guidance.
Neat.